for a live look. That is at Lakeland on this Wednesday afternoon, and it is a great look. Colleen Campbell, what's going on with you?
Hey, Frank. Yeah, I was just looking at those clouds right on the horizon there. We have a lot of moisture in the form of humidity today, and eventually that will squeeze out a couple raindrops, maybe even a good brief downpour for some folks.
Boy. So today is Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday.
Which means next Wednesday. You been shopping?
I've been shopping.
For other people.
I was looking at Jetty. Yeah, well, a little for me, little for them.
Right.
A little impulsive, you know.
Incentivize it.
Sometimes you just see things that you want, Frank.
Right.
So, yeah, I know you've been doing your shopping. All right, so satellite radar here. We have kind of a transition period, next 24 to 48 hours. What's going on? We have another front coming our way. This is the time of year you're going to hear us talk about these fronts pretty often. This is the time of year when that jet stream does dip down a little bit. We have some fronts that are produced mainly from the Midwest that come barreling on by. Now, this is not going to give us any severe weather. In fact, most of you will be pretty dry for today and tomorrow, but we could have a brief little downpour squeeze out for some folks. We have some winds that will be changing direction today, so transition day, meaning that temperatures will also be cooling down towards the end of the week. This is a day of change tomorrow, too. So here's that front. It is producing some nasty weather just to the west of us, to the northwest of us, but the southeast will kind of catch up, getting some of that weather our way. Though we are just looking at a few showers. Most of our rain is due to a little bit of a sea breeze out there along I-95 on the other coast. However, some of that is trying to splash our way around Highlands County and portions of Polk County at this time. Most of our rain will mainly be east of I-75 and south of I-4 for today. That's just the setup that we have going on. Temperatures right now very warm for the noon hour. We are in the upper 70s, lower 80s, and we are going to have that warm afternoon today and tomorrow. It's not until after this front moves by. Actually, we have a second front this weekend that will be dry, but that will reinforce that cooler air just in time for any weekend plans. So here's a look at your temperatures as you head out the door for lunchtime. Newport Richey sitting at 76, Wesley Chapel 80, Lakeland 77. We're riding right along I-4 there. Let's look south of I-4. We have 80 in Wauchula, Bartow sitting at 77, Riverview 79, Lakewood Ranch at 78, and let's go into our northern section now. 77 in Crystal River, 75 in Brooksville, a couple spots that we're highlighting. Now, we did have an issue with fog this morning. Here's a little tidbit for you. If you're ever trying to forecast fog and you want to play meteorologist, look at the dew points for the overnight hours or early in the morning close to sunrise when we have our cooler temperatures, and then look at the air temperature as well. If that dew point and the air temperature are pretty close to one another and there's just a difference by about 5 degrees, if there's a difference less than that, that's when we have the probability of fog really being high. So dew points right now, we're seeing a bigger variation. That usually happens when the sun comes out, helps to warm things up. And then those clouds, that's a form of fog, right? Just added moisture to it, does start to dissipate and kind of mix out into the atmosphere. We have regular old clouds that's hanging out with us today. Again, the extra moisture will produce some showers to a brief downpour, mainly for, it looks like, Highlands County, Polk County. The rest of us will have a mix of sun and clouds. Moving into tomorrow morning, that's when we will have the issue of fog likely. For today, again, recapping here, sun and clouds, afternoon showers, temperatures in the lower 80s. For tonight, temperatures dropping down into the mid 60s. And again, tomorrow morning, we could have visibility reduced to a half mile or less. So please, if you have any plans getting out and about, just be aware that that fog could cause an issue for morning commute again tomorrow. But there's a look at the weekend. First day of winter is on Saturday, going to feel like it with chilly marks in the upper 40s. Sunday also on the cool side. And then it's starting to get a little bit closer to normal as we approach Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.